fragment foot. Bullet fragment foot, bitch. Bullet fragment bitch. She a bullet fragment bitch. Now listen here, ho. Get up on your good foot. Not your bad foot. Fuck was that? A diss or piss? Said it was his, I said piss. My fans called it piss. Yo nigga, bitch. Said all that shit about you, ho. Yo ex-nigga that just was around you all that. Y'all mad because y'all don't have somebody that loves you and stand 10 toes down behind you. So you bringing up 30-year-old tea from when this man was a 15-year-old child. You bringing up 30-year-old tea because no man has ever and will ever fucking love you.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha. Nice to meet you all. Let's go ahead and get into some things. So a lot of you guys have been in my DMs in regards to the whole Megan diss track where she was, allegedly dissing Drake. She went on to diss Nicki Minaj. She went on to diss, Tory Lane supporters, and I think maybe a few other people as well. The thing about Megan Thee Stallion is she did not put an at on it necessarily, but it was very much giving, if the shoe fits, bitch, then wear it and let me know what size it's giving. You know what I mean? I watched the music video, I think it was yesterday, and I loved the visuals. I think Megan always delivers when it comes to visuals. I think I was kind of nervous when it comes to the melody because I feel sometimes we're given the same kind of style, and I think that's constructive criticism that a lot of people have given her, and she said that she's taken it on board and she's going to give you guys a new flow and everything. So I definitely think we got to see that in this particular song. I do think that the flow kind of changed and everything, and my favorite part was the looks. I love the looks. I love how it just gave budget. I love how she was just going at it, because I feel like for me personally, if someone's constantly like pushing my buttons, I'm gonna take it out and do what I do best, which is rap. I think that it's a very interesting thing we are witnessing. I am fans of both of these women. I've been a fan of Nicki Minaj longer, obviously, because I grew up with her basically, and also this was sending me, this is a headband. It's meant to stay up like that, but it keeps dropping, but it matches my gown, so that's why I'm just like, I don't want to take it off. But like this part again is sending me, so don't watch that, even though you probably didn't even clock it until I literally just said it. I'm literally fans of both these women. I can admit when both are literally doing wrong, and I can also admit when things are entertaining too. I just hope it doesn't go too far and go too crazy to the point where people are fighting and moving messy and ratchet. I ain't got time for that. Like, let's just strictly keep it to the music. That's all that matters. I think as consumers we're very entertained because we're finally seeing a rap beef that actually matters and that is holding some type of weight, because I feel like a lot of girlies want to go up against Nicki Minaj, but she's just not giving them the attention they want. For instance, Lotto, I'm British, so we say Lotto, you know what I'm talking about, mulatto. Lotto just wants to smoke with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj ain't paying her no goddamn mind because it's Lotto. No disrespect or anything, I just feel like Lotto isn't really, like, she's obviously talented and gifted in her own way, but if we're talking about lyrically, if we're talking about gifted when it comes to the pen and writing bars, I just don't know if she can go head to head or toe to toe with a Nicki Minaj. I just don't think she's at that point. I think Megan Thee Stallion, I think when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion, I think that she's just so over-sexualized, and I don't think that she helps herself, that's for sure. But I feel like a lot of bars run over people's heads and people are focused on the wrong things. People are not taking on board the double entendres. Like, people are taking on board a lot of things when it comes to Megan because they just see her as like this huge stallion, the body, thickness, this, that, and the other. It's like, great, that's there too. And of course she does advertise that, and beautiful woman, that's for sure. But I do think a lot of people don't take on the artistry of Megan Thee Stallion. They don't take it as seriously. And I think that maybe in this new era of hers, people are really gonna like really, take in the bars, check out the lyrics. Because sometimes her pronunciation be going over my head because that accent is thick. It'd be going over my head. I'm like, what did she say? So when I go and check out the lyrics, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is what it's given. So yeah, when it comes to Nicki Minaj, I just want to say that I'm tired of people like age shaming. God willingly, you all make it to 41 because you guys love making it seem like 41 is a grandma. It's very interesting though, because I was talking to someone, I'm not going to name and shame them, but I was talking to someone and they were like, oh no, 41 is kind of like she is older for someone in rap. Like, a lot of people in rap hang it up at a young age. I disagree with that. I think there's a lot of rappers who are still rapping, specifically male rappers, who have built a huge following, who have built a community for decades now, and they are still keeping it going because, I mean, I feel like don't stop till you get enough to do. Like, honestly, just don't stop until you're not selling anymore. Like, I personally would retire when I'm not selling anymore, or would retire when I genuinely feel like I've done everything and spoken about everything and I'm just tired of the industry. I don't think Nicki's at that point yet. I think Nicki Minaj has been waiting for a beef. If I'm being honest with you, I think Nicki Minaj has been waiting for somebody to try and go toe to toe with her. And I think finally Megan Thee Stallion's like, you know what, bitch, I'm not going to necessarily put an out on it, but bitch, you know I'm talking to you. Now, when it comes to Megan's Law, what I will say is, one thing about me, bitch, I'm a fair person. I feel like I've kind of kept up with things. I might miss out on certain things, so please do politely in my comment section enlighten me. And when I mean politely, I mean literally as nice as possible, because some people's fandoms be moving crazy and I just don't got time for that. Like, if you're not going to keep it respectful, then you will get blocked, because I have time today. And I'm also not in the mood. So yeah, when it comes to Megan's Law, what I will say is that was a very good wordplay. That was amazing. I think that's the part that everybody's gagging over. Everyone's like, oh my god, Megan won the war, Megan won this, like, Team Megan, blah blah. You're allowed to pick a side if you want to. This is meant to be strictly entertainment. I take it as just entertainment. I think when it goes far, that's when I'm like, yeah. But for me, it's just entertainment. Like, I'm actually loving it. I think that Nicki's on her way to release a diss track, if I'm not mistaken. I know that she has previewed it on Instagram, a little bit of it, and if I'm being honest with you, I just don't know what that was. I don't know if she's okay. I hope she's okay. I know a lot of people love to encourage people. I hate this thing about fans, yeah, where, like, yes, your fave can be goofy and just has, like, maybe a different type of personality that the mass can't quite work out, because she's just so different and unique and everything, right? For me personally, listening to Nicki Minaj, her voice, like, it hasn't always been that way for me personally. Lately, it's just kind of been unbearable. And I'm not talking about when she's rapping on a track. I'm talking about when she's doing Instagram live streams. I feel like it's so slow. I feel like it's an auntie who's giving you a lecture, and bitch, I'm growing impatient and I just want to walk away. I end up skipping stuff, or even changing the speed, or even just clicking off. And that's me being respectful. And that's so weird for me. And I just feel like no one's talking about the fact that Nicki doesn't sound like Nicki. Nicki sounds like some old woman who's giving you a little child a lecture. And it's just like, girl, you're only 41. Like, bruh. 41 ain't even goddamn old. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving very much grandma. I hope she's okay. I know people keep accusing her of taking drugs. I don't know. Can't confirm nor deny. I don't flipping know Nicki Minaj from anywhere. You know, just love her music and everything. But something just isn't right, in my opinion. And I feel like a lot of people, a lot of fans love to encourage it and be like, oh my god, this is so funny, she's so funny. But it's like, it wouldn't be funny if the headline changed today and was like, Nicki Minaj has been rushed to bleep bleep bleep. And that's God forbid. I hope that never will happen. But I just don't think that is normal behavior. I don't think it's normal to really sound that way. To have that type of energy. And also, you're a global superstar. I'm not just giving any and everybody attention. I'm gonna do my own thing. I hate when people, okay, this is another thing, I hate when people like, can't she just be like Beyonce and not be on the internet? Do you know how hard it is to literally not be on the internet? Let's be for real. Beyonce is a different type of breed, because, and also Beyonce probably has a burner account. Like, are we gonna sit down here and pretend Beyonce doesn't have a single clue as to what is going on social media? Can we be for real? You know, I think we need to also stop comparing Beyonce to Nicki Minaj. That's another thing. I think they're both great in their own ways. Stop comparing them though. I also feel as though she should probably use her time a lot more wisely. If she is going to give anyone any type of diss, let's hope it's a good one. And that's the thing with Nicki Minaj. She has dissed people before. She's done diss records in which are so iconic, they live in my head rent free. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like to hear a sneak peek of this, I'm like, did she just rhyme foot with foot? Because for me, it was kind of giving like, Nicki has been poking and poking and poking and poking, waiting for a reaction. Megan has just been very stum about it. Now she's giving Nicki the reaction, and then Nicki, we were expecting you to have like this big line or like this verse that's going to be like crazy, but no, it's you rhyming foot with foot, which is very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I looked at Nicki like, huh? And also, where was she in the live stream? I'm like, bitch, girl, what are you hiding? I was so shook. I was like, this ain't Nicki. But it was. I looked up and the username was very much Nicki Minaj. Verified. It is Nicki, Keisha. It's Nicki. Yeah, that was very weird. Very, very weird. I have a few notes here I've written on my laptop. Nicki is giving bitter. But I don't think Nicki just woke up and chose violence. I think Nicki has felt things. I think she's experienced things in the industry. I think that her coming into the industry was different compared to like a lot of these newer girls coming into the industry. And I think that they have gotten it a lot easier than she had, you know, being around a lot of men. I think that she probably feels a little bit envious and jealous when it comes to that. Not their talent, but their journey. Another thing is, I think this probably started with Megan and Cardi releasing WAP back in 2020, and that song going on to do very well. I mean, it's known by loads of people. It was like, it did wonders. That record did wonders. And I think that prior to that, Megan and Nicki had released Hot Girl Summer, right? And that was back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was 2019. And one thing I will say about Megan Thee Stallion is, and this is not necessarily a diss, because I think there's so many people like this in every walk of life, but Megan Thee Stallion does give social climber. Is she the first person in the industry to give social climber? Absolutely not. There are plenty of people who only collaborate with somebody because it's a good look for them, because it's going to be beneficial, you know? So there's that. Now, there was a live stream of Nicki Minaj saying that Megan Thee Stallion was looking at her husband, Kenneth Petty. If I'm looking at your husband, Kenneth Petty, is because I'm waiting for the next moment to run, because I wouldn't feel safe and comfortable. I don't think anybody on this planet wants Kenneth Petty. So that you just want him. God knows why. God knows what you see, but you just want him. All right. There's another thing that she mentioned, I think, on a station head live stream. And she was basically saying, like, people are bringing up 15-year-old T, I guess basically alluding to her husband going away, basically being accused of bleep, and doing time and all of that. Now, my thing is, I don't think you'd want a life like that. That's absolutely miserable. You're Nicki Minaj, you can pretty much get any and everyone, or so I thought, but you choose to go for someone who just isn't a cute look for you. Like, yes, you're talented, there's no denying that. I don't think I know a single person. I know people who don't like Nicki Minaj, but one thing they will say is that bitch is talented, you know? But one thing people typically critique her on is her personality, is her meanness. People say that she gives bitter, mean girl energy. And that's something in which I think is something that I'm only now seeing. I think that people are saying that she's always had that energy. I've never really felt that way. I always felt like she was very cocky, and rightfully so. I feel like a lot of men get to be cocky in the industry. Let Nicki Minaj do that, because Nicki can go head to head with a lot of guys. So I've always been like, you know what? I love her confidence. I rate it. I respect it. Love that for her. I do think now that we have a lot of girls coming into we have a lot of women doing the whole rap thing. I think Nicki just doesn't like it. I think that sometimes, I feel like she's beefed, I feel like she's had disagreements or arguments with majority of female rappers, and it's just like, okay, they can't all be the problem here. What is the common denominator here? It's you, Nicki. And I think you just need to have a real ass conversation with yourself, hold yourself accountable too. And that's one thing I don't know if Nicki's actually doing, like, hold yourself accountable as well for your wrongdoings, and for your messiness as well. Yeah, nobody wants your husband, you know. Ever since she got married to him, it's just like, I don't know what kind of energy you're attracting. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what it is that you see in him, but that's your man, not mine. But people are obviously going to come for you. People are obviously going to come for your husband. It's going to be the number one target. It's the easiest target, to be honest with you. That's why Cardi's always coming for your husband. Like, he's this, he's that. He can't go near kid parks, which is the truth. It's messy as hell, shady as hell, but it's the truth, you know? The same way Nicki is going at Offset is the same way Cardi or anyone is going to target your husband. Now, here's another messy thing, is Megan is messy as well, because, you know, you're doing the whole Megan's Law and everything, which, again, a good wordplay. Love that for you. I think that was sickening. That's got everyone gagged. But bitch, you were around Nicki and around her husband, and you still sat your arse cheeks there and recorded music and recorded visuals. So, I don't know. Or what does that say then? Do you know what I mean? Like, Nicki is saying that she didn't want to, she was hanging out with Megan, she didn't want to drink, and then Megan was like, well, she didn't want to drink because of the baby, and Megan was saying something about, like, abort it. That is absolutely disrespectful as hell, if that is true. Like, apparently Megan has a drinking problem. Let's hope that she's gotten that together, because Nicki Minaj said that she has receipts and she has been on the phone to Megan Thee Stallion's ex-best friend, Kelsey. I don't know who's going to listen to Kelsey when she couldn't even take the stand at court, but go off, superstar. I don't know why people are like, I don't know why Nicki's the most pressed when I feel like Megan went the most off when it comes to Drake and the whole BBL liposuction allegations, which is absolutely funny, and was going at the Tory Lanez supporters the most. Like, I think that part was like the most funny, comical, and the most like, damn bitch, you know. Nicki Minaj didn't have to mention Megan's deceased mother. I think that was completely uncalled for. How low are we gonna take it? Should family be off limits? Or do you guys think, do you know what, this is a fair game? I wrote down here, does Nicki not remember she literally married the worst type of person and crime possibly to commit? I honestly feel like that's when things started going a little bit left for her. Yes, I definitely do agree with that. Megan needs to just like not go back and forth and do the whole Twitter thing, run your Twitter thing, and just be quiet. I think that is the best way to really get at a Nicki, because I've never seen Nicki Minaj at this press before. Like, it's giving spiraling, it's giving, damn, what am I gonna do? It's giving press. I think everybody talks about everyone. I think everybody talks about everyone. Everyone kikis, everyone gossips, everybody has a lot to say about everyone. But when it comes to, oh, let's make a song together, let's do it. But everyone's fake as hell, including Megan. I don't like the whole, like, I don't like the whole thing that Nicki's doing with involving Tory Lanez and involving like the foot, like the shooting at the foot. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's unnecessary now. I think it's just like, do people still not believe Megan? I've seen the comments, I've seen the conversations, and I'm just like, I just don't understand where people are coming from. Like, I've tried to like see it from everyone's perspective of like, okay, maybe Nicki feels this way because of this, maybe this is how it started, and of course we are never really gonna know the full timeline. But Nicki has felt pressed for a very long time. I know she used to go on her Queen Radio and talk about like, there are people in the industry who aren't, you know, who they seem and everything. And I just feel like, Nicki, you know what, all these cryptic messages is gonna have your fans moving mad and trying to like just go at different people. Let's like really take advantage, let's really handle our platforms the best we can, because Nicki should be aware by now that the Barbs are one of the most, what's what I want to use, one of the most like kind of fandom. Like, they really mean business and they really stand on business, and you know, they would do anything to protect their fave. And you know what, cool, but I do think that we need to also admit when somebody is wrong and just going a little bit off, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm gonna pray for Nicki Minaj. I would love some music, I would love some diss tracks, because I'm bored as hell. So it sounds selfish, but I mean, you guys started the war, not me. Megan Thee Stallion, if I'm being honest though, nobody asked, but I feel like somebody probably is wondering, like, Keisha, like, when this war truly does begin, because it's going to begin, let's be honest, who would you be rooting for the most? The thing is, I have loved Nicki for such a very long time. I think everybody knows that about me. When I mean I love Nicki Minaj, I'm not like up her ass. I'm not like a stan who would go crazy, and if she told me to shoot someone, I'll do it. Bitch, it's not that. I never gave that. But I'm very much a supporter of her music. I think it's amazing. I think she's versatile. I think that she has been in the industry for a very long time, and that speaks for itself. But I think it could be interesting to see how this pans out. I think Nicki's pen game, though, typically is better. But I think that seeing that live stream, she shouldn't have gone live. She should not have gone live. She should not have gone live. But now that she went live, it kind of made a lot of people be like, damn, like, even Nicki doesn't know how to deal with these bars that Megan is throwing at her. And it's not that Megan's bars are anything crazy. They're great, but there's nothing crazy necessarily. So it's like, you know, she seems pressed. And I don't know why Nicki can't hide that, you know. I think Nicki's biggest thing is she doesn't like it when people are not reactive. Megan isn't reactive right now. She's just promoting her single. Let's hope Megan's single does well and doesn't fall off the charts. Let's hope it charts, you know, how about that? But yeah, I just think that, like, it's gonna be very interesting, that's for sure. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Of course, I've probably missed out on so many things. At the end of the day, this is more like a rant style video anyways. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.